Today's just one of those Sundays where we have really weird things happening. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. Blazing Dominion has been raging on over the last couple of days, and discount code MCO40 is going to save you on your purchase over on Gamer's Choice if you're still looking to pick up some stuff. As we can see, Dominuses are still going very strong. Solemn Accusations still going. Harmonia, well, I know people aren't happy with the price tag, but it's a really good card. Fata Dragna has been going crazy. This is the fourth best-selling single card in this set, according to Gamer's Choice for what they've had. And Cool Tomb B2B doing... this is probably going to be a generic card I think people are going to want to have, because remember, it is a tuner plus a synchro monster, so it is generic. So a lot of good stuff happening with this set, but discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. Same thing over here on Kongs, and Kongs has been absolutely wiped out. Harmonias have been obliterated. Dominus Sparks have been obliterated. The Solemn Accusations have also been pushed out. Fata Dragna, same thing over here. Fourth best-selling card in this set. So, a lot of things kind of keep in mind with this. So, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. There will be probably restocks over here. So, that's something to think about. Welcome to the Sunday of Weirdness. Now, the reason why I say this is, I'm filming this super early in the morning. Like, this is, about 10 minutes before this needs to go up. I'm filming this. So, we're really taking a look at what's going on in today's market, with just some of the weird oddities. Now, Spyral Master Plan here, really $22 a piece. Like, I don't know what I missed with this guy, but $23 moving on. Honestly, it just jumps up to like 27 now. Obviously, I mean, yeah, you had a $4 one move. It looks like this just eroded away over time. And that's typically what ends up happening with a lot of these cards, is like time just naturally takes them off of the market and they just don't really repopulate. Now, you come back here and you take a look at Spyral Quick Fix. I mean, this is still $29. Big Reds are still $6. Resorts are also in the same boat right now. You know, these are $15 going on up. Super Agents kind of moving on along, but I just want people to know that if you think Spyral is coming back, I mean, all they got to do is bring back Master Plan, and this deck turns back on. I assume a lot of people would be very excited to get their hands and test out Spyral. But, and I mean but, Konami's got to bring that back. I do not have an explanation for you on this one. Now, Konami did spoil that we might see some Lost Art cards coming in as potential reprints in the OTS slots. Okay, I mean, like, that's kind of cool, but really? You have a light play here that jumps up. This jumps up to 15, and then you go to $20. And you kind of just take a look at this. The $3 copies got bumped to the $3 copies. And then we jumped up to $7 a copy on Barrel Dragon. There really is no explanation to why this card is going up, other than the Lost Art market itself has to be going through some level of craziness. Now, that's why we're here, right? 30 listings on the 19 Dark Magician Girl. And then, of course, we have 25 listings on the other version, which was your 2021. The Exodia Head, I mean, these are still 27 on market price. 13 on the Call of the Haunted, which is fine. No matter how you want to spend this, the Harpy Lady or the Harpy Queen is still $20. This card has remained at this price point and probably will for a long time. Your Exodia Limbs, 20s, 18s, Persinatrix. Guess what, people? Persinatrix, you know, yeah, looks like you kind of spun out here, but $24 for English copies? 19, 15, 20. I'm more impressed that this particular card still has such a following about it. But once again, you know, Lost Art's getting short on listings. Foolish Burial's still $10. I mean, like, that didn't really change. Your Arm's still kind of doing its thing. Chocolate Magician Girl's still $7. Your Soul Drains, they're still like 9 to 10, which is fine. Zombiras are still kind of up there. Dark Ruler Hades still got some value. Super Rejuves also, I mean, it's still like $5, but you know, there's your barrel drawing with those 10 listings. Gemini Elves are still kind of floating. Oh, it's interesting because these are 22 listings. Meanwhile, you know, the Armed Wing, these are starting to get a little bit shorted. But this makes sense because Edison players do want to pick up some of the older versions of those. So there's not really much of a problem with that. Harpy's Feather Rest, these are still $6. The Monster Reborn, Lart, the reprint, hey, these are $6 to $7. That's good. I like that. Your Solemn, on the other hand, these are still $5. These used to be so much more. Backup Secretaries, 7s. Your Vampire Vamp, $3 to $4. Which is a Donnie Boy. You guys remember when this card was massively crazy. Magician's Salvation. If there's a card that I would watch, I would highly recommend keeping an eye on the Magician's Salvation. Because, like, very realistically, this card probably will bump up when players start to play the Dark Magician deck and they go, well, I kind of want the Lart. And, you know, the Dark Magician OCG build does play this. So I had to choose my wording there very, very closely. Because I'm not sure how this deck's going to sculpt up in the TCG. Legendary Fisherman, still $5. But most of these are all just extremely short on listings. Freaking E to 10 is $6 card with 14 listings. Okay, so case in point here. These are just becoming shorted over time. Just kind of watch it. Qualoot, the Moonshadow German. So these Advent Calendar versions, they're already like, or they were extremely hard to get. But then, you know, you kind of rummage through the passage of time here, come back, and then you kind of realize, oh, hey, you know, like, these are really, really critically important cards to certain collectors. $18. I mean, you got Light Plays at 15. It's not terrible. Greed Grotto. Activate only if you destroyed one of your opponent's face-up synchro monsters by a battle or card effect this turn. Draw 2 cards. This one has, like, kind of confused our community because people saw Greed Grotto kind of bump up from $1 and they're like, why is this card going up? I hate to tell you this, and it doesn't have a reprint. Greed Grotto is one of those old cards that reads really good on paper, like, oh, we're going into a Cool Tune format, you know. I can use Greed Grotto to draw some cards when I pop my opponent's Cool Tune card. I mean, yeah, you can. I don't really think it's that great of a play, but, I mean, you can certainly do it. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. Dark Sage. I didn't know that this was EU exclusive for the parallel version, but the only printing on this thing is $225. Now, obviously, this would be something I would investigate on Card Market a little bit further, just to kind of see, you know, how is this comparing to our market? Because, obviously, you know, this was a European exclusive, so you go to the European market, kind of track it down. So, that's a little bit inflated. I mean, you have no data, so makes sense. Instant Fusion, I want to bring this back up because more of these have been repopulating. Now that we're kind of rewatching the population come back for these, they're 130, 135 right now. You got to remember, there's a lot of hero hype around this card right now. The minute that you allowed heroes to search this and play it, they went crazy. Look at the QCRs, 36, 50, 55. I get it. It's a little bit ridiculous. But that's just the market we're in right now. Deck Devastation Virus. DR3s. You know, if you're just... you're going to slap some older cards around, it's going to be crazy. Though you can get Italian copies here for $20 a piece. Which, I mean, it's not too bad. Debris Dragon Super Rares. Right? From Mystic. This is Mystic Fighters. I mean, these are 70 cents on up to dollars. You do kind of see these escalate on up along the way. Older formats, people. They're real. And Secret Pharaoh Rares. Well, it looks like the Mirror Force, 161 on up to 200. And they kind of just, they just keep escalating on up. But that's just the world we live in right now in today's market. In terms of where we're sitting, the market is it's just a really weird Sunday. Some of the stuff happening to makes no sense to me, but we'll see where things go. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see you beautiful faces back later in the day, guys. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.